Daily Broadside, day 485. Well, I think it was yesterday, I hit a small plateau in this TikTok experience. I hit 2,000 followers, which to some of the people out there, that's just a mild drop in the bucket. A bucket so big that no one will ever even notice the drop. But to me, I thought that was pretty cool, man. Like, I'm not, again, relatively speaking, it's nothing. I actually saw a girl today, this morning, Hannah, Baron, something like that. I don't know. Some girl like noodles, catfish, and all this. She pull a compound bow. That's kind of cool. But beautiful girl, right? Like one of the prettiest people I think I've ever seen in my life. But I can understand why she's got like 4.5 million subscribers or whatever. So to my 2,000, it is a drop in the bucket. But nevertheless, I think it's kind of cool that there's 2,000 people out there. Weirdos, I might call you, that are interested in the nonsense that comes out of my face every day. That's kind of neat, I kind of started this because more or less I was bored, and I've done this my whole life. Like, I talk in my head nonstop. This does not shut off, and anybody who's ever met me knows, like, what is wrong with you? It just doesn't stop. And so I've got to find an outlet for this stuff, and I thought, well, this is kind of a neat way to whatever. And I'm gonna tell you what, these started off at like 30-second, 40-second little videos, and they've now turned into like 8-9 minute videos. I could go on, believe me. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's all this stuff, but if you scroll down a ways, you got to go a ways, because I haven't really added anything. I got a bunch of stuff, I just haven't actually gotten around to editing it, putting it on there. But there's a bunch of stuff on there where I talk for 20 or 30 minutes without stopping, and everything's one take, so it is what it is. But that's nothing. Like, you give me a podcast, I can make it 19 hours long, and we won't find two things to talk about that are the same. So I've just always been built that way, and I just felt like this was a good platform to do that. If nothing else, it's amusing. I like the responses that people get out of stuff. There's people that either don't get it, but then the people that do get it, and I've been pleasantly amused with all the OCD and ADD and all that stuff, people that have commented who kind of have the same experience. Because I'm gonna tell you what, if you don't know what that's like, this constant reel that's going and it never stops. I don't know what to tell you, but it's weird. It is a plague and a curse. It's really cool because it makes me kind of unique, and it makes me think on my feet really fast, and I can reference a million different things. I know a lot of things about a lot of things, and I know a little bit about a lot of things, and I know a lot of bit about a little things, if that makes any sense. Like, there's about like 7 or 8 topics that I'm really, really good at discussing, and then there's about 4 trillion topics that I can just gloss over, or I have some cursory knowledge of. So that makes it kind of interesting when you're on constant go and everything. So at any rate, I say that to say this: to the 2,000 weirdos that stuck around long enough to find this amusing, I appreciate it. It's kind of cool. If you go to YouTube and just subscribe over there, that would be nice too. But I'm just messing around. But no, feel free. But I will say this: when I get to a certain number of followers, I've decided that I'm gonna have like a get together. I'm gonna host like a get together, like a regional get together with like all the OGs, all the Jennifers and the Renees and the Shelleys, the people that have been around since like kind of the beginning of all this ridiculousness. And it'll either like be really cool, or it'll make me look like a complete creep, and no one will show up because that's just odd, and you don't go out and meet people on the internet. But I assure you, I'm safe. I'm not here to kill anybody. But at any rate, I was traveling through a nearby town yesterday, and I rolled up on a black Jeep. It was just parked in it was a tire shop, I think. And it's just parked in the back of the lot, and it's a blacked out 4-door Wrangler, fully loaded. It wasn't a Rubicon, or if it was, they took the stickers off, but it was highly optioned, let's just say. And it's sitting there on a 6-inch lift with your 35-inch mud tires that really tear up that asphalt, boy. And if you get anywhere in traffic, those mud tires are they'll take you places. And it's got like fuel rims, and they've put all this crap on it, extra lights and brush guards and all this stuff. But then it's blacked out, right? It's all black. The wheels, everything. Murked out, as they say in the biz. And as I get closer to it, I see in huge orange letters on the back door, like the entire back. I mean, these letters are like 11 inches tall, right? And it says, Goonies Never Die. And I thought, what in the hell? Why would you put that on your car? And then I look back at it from the front as I pass by it, and across the top of the windshield, it says in orange, same huge letters, The Goonies. And I thought to myself, man, there's a lot of movies that I really like. And I can't think of one single movie that I would like enough or think was a good idea to plaster across my Jeep, or any vehicle for that matter. It's just completely the weirdest thing. And I'd love to know the story. I'd love to know why, of all the dumb movies, because I've talked on my YouTube channel at length about why The Goonies is really stupid. I think it was a video I did where it was like 11 80s movies that really suck and shouldn't be liked, or something like that. And I talked at length about how The Goonies is horrible. It's a horrible movie. And I'm going to meet Corey Feldman in September at that concert, and I'm going to tell him that most of the movies he's been in fact, all the movies he's been in, Stand By Me sucks, The Lost Boys sucks, Goonies sucks. Like, I'm not a fan of his movies, and we're going to have a discussion about that. I'll probably be asked to leave the backstage area, but that's fine. It'll just make for a better story. Anyway, I don't know why there's not more, and I'm not suggesting there should be. It boggles my mind that Lorena Bobbitt cut off, what was the guy's name? I don't remember the victim's name. John Bobbitt, right. So Lorena is it Lorena? Anyway, John Bobbitt got his dick cut off back, God, that had to be like in the mid-90s maybe? Late 90s? I don't know. It's been a while, right? And yet, every once in a while you'll hear something from like Eastern Europe or something, every few years or something. But for the most part, there's not what in North Carolina is called a maiming of the privy member. There's just not a lot of dick cutting often, you know? And I find that strange because women can be crazy just like men can be crazy, and men dick over women so much, so often, that you would think that a lot more dicks would get tossed out of windows into fields and anyway, it's a rough thing to think about, but it's just amazing to me that isn't more commonplace. Like, you know, I'm Bob Newworth, and this is the 6 o'clock news. We've had another maiming of the privy member in Newark tonight. And you would think that would like lead off the news, but as I'm gonna tell you, women will key your car, they'll bash out your windshield and put out, all just blow out all your tires, all that stuff. But I mean, well, you would think the next logical step would be the privy member, you know. And again, I'm not endorsing this. I don't think it's good. I think Lorena Bobbitt was wrong. I think her name was Lorena. John, Godspeed. I don't know what's up with your wang bar these days, but I hope everything's okay. But or maybe I don't. Maybe I could care less. Maybe he was a dick. I don't remember the story of what he did. And again, that doesn't justify her doing it, but it does explain it. You know, it's like I'm Bill Burr. I don't endorse punching women, but I understand it. You know, it's that kind of thing. Like, I understand the reason. I'm not saying that you should. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But again, thank you for the 2,000 people that think that this crap is even mildly enough amusing to continue listening to it. Hey, get it.